Hello and welcome to Ingalls Rink here on the campus of Yale University for tonight's high school varsity hockey contest between your Guilford Indians and the visiting Clippers of Yarmouth out of Maine High School. I'm Dean Cornelio. Jeff Horton behind the camera. The Guilford Indians come into play with a record of 1-2-1 overall. They're coming off a disappointing effort in their last contest of 5-2 loss at the hands of North Haven. Yarmouth comes here to Connecticut. This is their second game of two. They played New Milford in their first contest here just 24 hours ago. Lost 3-0 to them. They enter play with a record of 0-4-2 overall. They've been outscored 17-7 in their 6 contests. We are ready for the start of play here from Ingalls Rink. The Indians start Brandon Mayo in net. The defensive combination of Ryan Moore and Zach Cataruza. The forward unit, Matt Horton, James Mackey, and Mike Ring. Yarmouth has Red DeSmith in goal. The defensive unit of Brian Travers, Walter Conrad, and the forwards, Patrick Grant, Max Watson, and Mark Brown. Dumped in on goal on DeSmith, and he'll quickly cover and take the faceoff deep in his own zone. Yarmouth comes in. They're a little banged up. 2 of their top 6 forwards injured, one with a collarbone, that would be David Clemmer, and one out with a shoulder injury, Isaac Dearden. So they have a few defensemen who are playing up, and they're just trying to make it work at this point for them as their players get healthy. The Indians, on the other hand, finally back at full strength. Mike Ring sends that one in front. Good opportunity there as Ryan Moore put it in from the left point. Moore scored from that same spot against North Haven in the last game, had one of the 2 goals. But the Indians got Matt Horton back today. The Hammer was out last game, a 1-game suspension after a call for a late checking from behind, I should say, against Conard late in their contest, and a 4-4 tie that hurt the Indians badly when they took on North Haven. Dumped in by Mackey. Indians changing behind the play. That's picked up by 37, Nick Madrid. Reaching forward is Brand, Ryan Brand. Off the boards. Derek Baddock there for Guilford. Here's Chris Cafaro. Cafaro did an admirable job skating up, I should say, on the first unit in Matt Horton's absence against North Haven. And Cafaro, congratulations to him. He had his first varsity hockey goal in that North Haven game. Puck came to him and he found the back of the net on a carom off a shot from Ryan Moore. Moore had a goal and an assist in that last one. Donahue, the one-touch pass. Now here's Cataruza. Zach will carry in over the Yarmouth line. Cuts to the middle on his backhand and puts it on goal. DeSmith makes the save. Opening couple of minutes here from Yale. Cafaro looking to make a pass. Doesn't have much help. Leaves it behind the net. That's 44, Odie DeSmith. Shot from the point wide. Dacey hustling back. Donahue throws the check, stopping Sam Landry in his tracks. And that will go for icing against the Guilford Indians. Face off to Mayo's left, won by Yarmouth. Here's Dacey. Will looks up ice, skates it, uses the boards smartly, but then is checked. That's kept in at the point by Salkins. Salkins, good work there to keep it down low. Travers for Yarmouth. And Brand not able to hold the line, whistle, and offsides. If you didn't know better by just checking out this game on TV or on YouTube, you would think the Guilford Indians are playing Yale, but no, this is Yarmouth High School out of Maine. But man, it could be confusing since this is Yale's home rink, and they look just like the Bulldogs. Mackey will shoot, glove by DeSmith, and he'll hold for the draw. Horton controls the face-off off the Mackey win. Here's Ring. 3 minutes into play, no score. Nice pass out to Max Watson from Brown. Watson, left wing side. Forced wide by Ryan Moore. Gets some help from Ring. Mike gives a look. Can't clear the zone. Cataruza to Moore. And Ryan, team leader in points after 2 points that last game with a goal and an assist. Oh, right through the legs of Matt Horton and all the way out of the zone. Cataruza in neutral ice. Mackey, he'll dump in. Odie to Smith. Around the boards. And that's Pat Grant. Grant gets it out of the zone. Here's Mackey. Cataruza over the line, top to circle, winding, firing one over the net. Here's Moore. Tried to kick it with his skates to his stick, and instead out of the zone, so the Indians have to regroup to avoid the offsides. Moore steps up smartly there, gets around 2 Yarmouth players. A third walks in. Oh, what a stop! How did Red DeSmith keep that one out of there? Ryan Moore made moves on 3 Yarmouth players and did everything on that play except put the puck in the net. Looked like it laid right on that goal line for a few moments. Cataruza. Takes the shot, pad save, rebound try, blocked at the defense by Travers, who backhands it out of the zone through Donahue, so the icing's waved off. Look out, Evan Powell hit a Yarmouth player in his clearing attempt. Cataruza nicely to Bannock. Here's Ryan Brand. Brand fans on it, gets it back. That's 27, Walter Conrad. Conrad, just a freshman, described as one of the coaches as their best defenseman. Cafaro, he shoots, he scores! Chris Cafaro! I'm not sure if the goalie was leaning more towards the middle as Brian Donahue was in the middle of the ice. Maybe he thought Cafaro was going to pass that because it was kind of a odd reaction by the goaltender, Red DeSmith. But it's Cafaro who scores with 9:48 to go. And his second goal in as many games for the Guilford Indians. And he puts them up 1-0. So Cafaro, 2 in 2 games for the freshman. Salkin's down there. Here's Evan Powell. Intended for Brand. Here's Sperry. Sperry dropped between Max Watson and Mark Brown. Powell had the puck bounce over his stick. Indians trouble clearing the zone here. Yarmouth trying to come right back and answer that Cafaro goal. Leaves it at the point. Oh, nice play by Sperry. It's a 1-on-1. Sperry makes a move to the middle on his backhand, shoots, and a pad save. He had more time than that. I'm not sure if he realized it because Nick Madrid, who was skating back, number 37 in the blue, fell down. Sperry could have made a move to his forehand, but who am I to second guess up here and play Monday morning quarterback? Mike Ring. Under 8.5 to go, first period. Guilford 1, Yarmouth no score. Horton picks it up into the middle, looking for Ring. It's Mackey. James cycles it low. Past Ring. Ryan Moore steps up. Indians got to be careful. No one covering that point, and Moore put it right through the crease. Conrad. And the Yarmouth captain, Kevin Haley, number 11, gets it out of the zone. Haley, their leading scorer, with 2 goals, 2 assists. He's got 4 points on the season in the 6 games. Here's Ring. Looking to center. 2 Yarmouth players had their sticks in the way, though. That's Haley. Haley leaves it. Cataruza with it. Just over halfway through the opening period. giving him room to skate it in. Yarmouth really backing off the blue line, allowing the Indians some room to skate in and set up. And that's something they certainly won't mind. Picked up. And Cataruzza, not sure he was expecting that from Donahue. Donahue will give chase after Cataruzza dumped it in, looking to try and set up, and a delayed penalty coming up to Yarmouth on the high stick as the stick clipped Brian Donahue. Here's Moore. Moore over to Baddock. Goaltender out. Mayo to the bench. Sixth attacker on. And touched by Yarmouth, and a penalty coming up on the high stick. So it'll be Nick Madrid in the box for high sticking. Indians, the first power play of the night. Dylan Turriff sends it down the ice. Cataruzza to Moore. Moore, we got Salkin, Sperry, and Malloy, the unit out for the Indians, and that shot is gloved by Red DeSmith. Mackey, Horton, Ring. One back to Cataruzza. Zach walks in and shoots one. Good stop there by DeSmith. Able to play his angle well there. Cataruzza. Nice drop. Moore. Looks across. Oh, looking for Mike Ring. Nice look there by Moore. Yarmouth. Shorthanded. Will dump it in. That was Walter Conrad. Couple players changing. Cataruzza. Little miscommunication with Mackey. He wanted to leave and let Mackey take it, and eventually got to James. Cataruzza again. Over to Moore. Nice look. Mackey to Ring. Ring spun around, hit hard into the boards by Conrad. Again, he's only a freshman. And another one. That's going to be a holding call. The penalty to the Indians, Mike Ring for holding. So that's 4-on-4, and that'll go for icing against Guilford. Yarmouth wins the draw. That was Sam Landry. To 2-on-1 for the Indians. Cafaro gets the pass. Big save by DeSmith. Nice work there. That was Dacey. Will Dacey, the two freshmen, nearly hooking up on that one. Dacey, the pass to Cafaro. Couldn't beat DeSmith this time. Out of the reach of Cafaro. That's 14, Brian Travers. Cafaro comes out with it. Tries to use the defenseman as a screen. Never got the shot off, though. Brand in to help his teammate. Trying to get his stick loose. He does. Cafaro also behind the net. Brand being mugged there along the wall by Conrad. Here's Dacey stepping up. Dacey, he'll shoot and score! Will Dacey with his first for the Indians. Glove side high on Red DeSmith, and with 4:09 to go, that'll be a shorthanded tally, and it's 2-0 for the Indians. Will Dacey.
Will Dacey at 11:51 unassisted.
So another unassisted goal. First Cafaro, now Dacey. And it's 2-0 Guilford. Mike Ring still in the box for another 40 seconds. DeSmith, the Yarmouth goalie, entered play with a 91% save percentage, 2.75 goals against. The Indians are going to try and put a dent in that today. Here's Max Watson, right wing side. Watson gets around Baddock. Can't get by Moore, though. Moore to Baddock. Baddock dumps it down. Yarmouth coaching staff shouting at the players to dump the puck, dump and chase, instead of trying to carry it over that line, which they are able to get away with this time. Not for long, though. Mike Ring out of the box. Ring, it's a foot race. gets it towards the net. Cataruzza was going there as well. Red to Smith, and the official blows play dead. 3:04 to go, first period. Guilford 2, Yarmouth nothing. Evan Powell shoots one. Rebound is there. A juicy rebound comes out. No Guilford player to put it home, though. And delayed offside, but on goal, so they blow play dead. Face off outside the Guilford zone. Indians control it. Powell, he'll dump it in. Horton, Ring, and Mackey out there. Brand can't keep it in. Nice to see this Yarmouth team come here to Connecticut this time. The Indians last year traveled to Maine and put a hurting on two Maine teams. They beat Portland, and there's a glove save by DeSmith on Horton. They beat Portland 9-2 in Westbrook, Maine, 10-0 in their two games over winter break last year out in Portland, Maine. And then they went 2 years previous as well in 2009-10, the year that the Indians won the state championship of Division III and swept a pair of games there from Gorham, Maine and Deering, Maine. So they've had some success at the Guilford Indians playing up in Maine. And a nice day set up here. Talk about that in a moment as Mayo, I don't know that he's seen a shot on goal yet. That one went over top by Mark Brown. Mayo hasn't been busy down there, but just as I speak, it's a 2-on-1. He'll be busy now. And he's able to keep it out of the net as it hit right off of Mark Brown. Mayo was down, and Brown, bidding for his first of the season, can't put it by Mayo, who holds it right on the crease before that goal line. 2:05 to play, first period. Just as I was saying, Mayo hasn't seen much action. They get a great chance there. Here's Moore the other way, 2-on-1. Moore shoots it. He tried to go glove side high, which is where Dacey scored from, and this time Red DeSmith got a glove on it, and it goes up into the netting for the whistle. Malloy, Sperry, and Salkins. One back for Moore off of Charlie Malloy. Malloy has 2 goals on the season himself. He had 2 in the first 3. Cataruzza. Zach hit a Yarmouth defender and flip past Moore. Cataruzza's after it, no icing. Here's Ryan Moore. Nice pass up to Malloy, he'll wind and shoot, blocked. Odie DeSmith with the block on that one for Yarmouth. Moore. Sent wide through the crease, 2 Indians in front, Salkins and Sperry. Cataruzza falls down. Sperry knocks a man down. A couple hits on each side, and we get a whistle and a penalty for interference. Minute 2 left. Carson Sperry in the box for interference. Yarmouth will get its second power play of the night. Last time they had an abbreviated power play, and it wasn't them. Instead, it was Will Dacey scoring for Guilford shorthanded. Here's Cataruzza. Zach, nice move into the middle. Didn't get much on that one, though. Donahue with Baddock on the PK as well, as is Ryan Moore. Final 35 seconds. Dean Cornelio, Jeff Horton with you here from Ingalls Rink at Yale University. Nice day set up here for these two teams. Look out, chance right in the slot was blocked. Comes out to the point. Over here for Watson. Down low in the skates of Cataruzza to the line, not out, slapper. Picked up by Patrick Grant. And that finds its way out of the zone. Brown with it, leaves it for a teammate, and time will run out in the first period. So, a successful opening 15 minutes for the Guilford Indians. They get goals by Chris Cafaro and Will Dacey. And the shots were 15-2 for the Indians after one period of play. Guilford Indians 2, Yarmouth Clippers no score. Back for the start of second period action here from Ingalls Rink. Guilford Indians 2, Yarmouth Clippers no score. Indians shorthanded for just under a minute longer. Carson Sperry still in the box. Haley gets the puck dropped back to him. Yarmouth having trouble breaking out here. Cataruzza picks it up. Zach. Look out, turnover, shot right on Mayo to stop. Yarmouth hasn't had many opportunities, but when they have, they've been close and good opportunities. Here's Conrad. Gets the return, top the circle. Not a lot of movement for Yarmouth. They've been standing around. That makes it easy for the opposing team to defend when you're putting 3 men on the perimeter up at the blue line. And the penalty time to Sperry is over. Sam Ruda dumps it in. After it is Dylan Turf, number 6. Here's Ruda. Mackey trying to work it out. Turf in there for Yarmouth. And the breakout. Here comes Matt Horton. Horton left wing side trying to beat the defenseman. Horton with a step backhander, missed. And he goes flying into the net. And the net comes off its moorings, but Matty's okay. Face off outside the Yarmouth zone. Cafaro, Baddock, Donahue, Dacey, and Brand. Dacey, the official in his way, gets the puck away from the official and trying to also get it away from the Yarmouth player. Good step up by Brand. Donahue plays it off the boards to himself. Donahue, Baddock in front. Donahue shot wide. Gets by Brand. Could be a 2-on-1 for Yarmouth. Here's Haley. Pass into the middle. That was intended for Connor Laney. Here's Baddock. Cafaro will dump it in. Indians coach Ralph Russo did a great job organizing this. We should tell you the day that's prepared for these boys for both teams. That one deflected out of the zone. That'll be right on goal to Mayo. And he leaves it for Brand. After this game today, the teams will change up, get showered, and then eat together as Yale is preparing a meal. That's offsides on Yarmouth. Yale is making a meal for both the teams to eat dinner after the game, and then both teams will stay to watch the Yale team, the men's hockey team, take on the Russian Red Stars in an exhibition here tonight. So it's a long day for these boys, but it's going to be a fun day between their game here today and watching Yale's men's team, which is off to a 7-3-2 start. Very good early start to their season for themselves. And icing there against Yarmouth. So kudos to Guilford coach Ralph Russo for setting that all up with the Yale personnel. This has become more of an event for Yarmouth. Yarmouth, again, they played New Milford yesterday, came down. This morning they got a tour of the facility with Yale coach Keith Elaine addressing them, which was a nice little perk to the whole extravaganza here today. And then they'll stay for the game tonight as well and depart back for Maine tomorrow. Dumped in by number 44, Odie DeSmith. Cataruzza. Salkins. Sent wide of Mayo. Here's Sperry. Cataruzza working against 2 Yarmouth players. Sperry in to help out. Charlie Malloy watching closely as well. Here's Cataruzza. Finds some real estate for himself, but has the puck taken away. Indians delayed offsides. And James Mackey tried to beat his teammate, but the teammate's still in the zone, so offsides against Guilford. Ingles Rink has seen some work done to it. This rink was built in 1958. It has a capacity of nearly 3,500. and it was renovated, a lot of renovations. 3 different phases of renovations were completed in 2010 to make it what it is today. So certainly a historic landmark in New Haven and for Yale University. There's a shot, love down by Mayo. A rebound was there, but it was cleared away by Mackey, and now that shot goes wide. Ring, still not out. Evan Powell. Here's Brand. Some help from Mackey. Indians pinned in their own zone. Just over 5 minutes into the second period. 2-0 Guilford, both goals in the first period. Powell. And Indians really need to work on their consistency. That's one thing. They're 1-2-1, as we mentioned in the opening, but were minutes away from being 1-3. It took a furious comeback against the Connor Chieftains, down 4-1 in that one. 3 goals in the last 8.5 minutes to tie it at 4, and then they control the momentum in overtime, but they managed a 4-4 tie. But without that comeback, they'd only be 1-3, and that's because there's been some inconsistencies in their game. Against North Haven last week, a team that was 0-2 coming into that game. They'd only scored 3 goals and 2 losses. They put on 5 against the Indians. Mackey's shot there was stopped. Now he's trying to bring it back out in front. But they only had 1 good period of play in that one, and that was the second period. Aside from that, you wondered if they were even in the building at times, and not a lot of, not playing with a lot of intensity. And that's something, they're a quarter of the way through the season now. This is game 5, and you want to start developing some of those tendencies that you can look at and count on when you need it. And one of them's got to be the effort and the consistency and knowing that, hey, we're trying, we want to be out here. Mayo makes the stop. And at times, they're a young team, 17 out of 26 underclassmen. So hopefully that will come. Yarmouth with it along the boards. Shot off the side of the net, taken by number 27, Walter Conrad. Conrad with the kick, keeps it in. And we have a penalty coming up to Guilford for holding with 7:56 to go in the second. Evan Powell for holding. Yarmouth on the power play. Their last one, they struggled to get any sort of momentum their way. Now Baddock shorthanded, a glove save by DeSmith. He'll leave it for his defense. Transition the other way. Big hit there by Baddock. Taking a seat with Sam Landry. Nice to see Baddock bring that back into his game because, again, we haven't seen that too much from him. And here's his Bash brother, Brian Donahue. Cafaro out there as well on the PK. Baddock off after that thunderous check. Donahue, again, trying to play the body. That's Patrick Grant. Grant, hit by Donahue. To the line, not out. Sent across, kick towards the net. Soccer style, Max Watson. And sent all the way down the ice. 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Dacey nearly picked that one off. Here's Conrad. Cafaro. Indians playing a 1-2-1. It switches up sometimes. A box, a 1-2-1, a 1-1-2. Now they look like they have the I formation going, a 1-1-1. And the player coming back off the bench. Off of Sperry's stick. Turf with the pass up. Evan Powell out of the box. Indians successfully kill it off. Dacey Dacey over the Yarmouth line. Try to take it to the middle of the ice. Still has it. Horton, good look to Mackey. Mackey shoots it. Ring set up at the side of the net. Ring, Mackey's wide open again. Gets the pass, winds, shoots. Glove by DeSmith, then he'll hold on. Face-off will remain to the goaltender's left. 5:21 to play, second period. 2-0 Guilford Indians. Dacey. Shoot, they score! Mike Ring! Back door! Dacey's shot initially stopped by DeSmith. Ring puts it home. And with 5:12 to play in the second period, he makes it 3-0.
Guilford goal, number 16, Mike Ring, assisted by number 11.
So Ring with the goal. Dacey now with 2 points. He's got his first goal the high school season, first career goal, and now an assist. 2-point night so far for him. It's only a matter of time with his skill before he was going to break out. A lot of promising freshmen on this team, the Guilford squad. And here's Moore. 3-on-2. Malloy with him. Sperry as well. Here's Salkins. And as Sperry touches, we get a whistle and an interference call. Charlie Malloy in the box for interference. Indians again shorthanded. Brown centered it and out of the zone. That just squeaked out over the line, so the faceoff will come out to neutral ice. Donahue on the faceoff. Baddock. Carried through neutral ice. Drop pass. I'm not sure that Brian Travers expected that one. Here's Max Watson. Watson reaches the line. He scores! Max Watson from just inside the blue line surprises Brandon Mayo. And a power play goal for Yarmouth makes it 3-1. So Watson unassisted with 3:52 to play in the second period makes it 3-1 in favor of Guilford. Mayo's another freshman who is young, and in terms of the consistency, he's been very good a vast majority of the time. And then there's some goals like that one, as I'm sure he would contest, that he would want back, and we've seen that in a couple other games as well. So he'll grow up and learn and mature and realize it too. But again, as I mentioned earlier in the period, in terms of what Guilford needs to work on for themselves as a team, this is a game you would think with Yarmouth, and we get the whistle with Yarmouth being shorthanded a couple of players and, you know, a couple of their key forwards out. And Guilford clearly thus far appears to be the better team. Well, this is the kind of game that you can really work on some of those things. And again, they got to take advantage of those situations when they get them, because Guilford's next opponent is their main rival, Hand of Madison, and that'll be our next broadcast. And you don't want any hiccups in that one, because Madison is not going to take it easy on you. Here's Mackey. And Horton picks it up, cuts to the middle. Trying to get the shot off, could not. He did everything but get the shot off. Then he looked to the point, and it was broken up by Matt Madrid. Madrid reaches the line, lumbering in, and then dumps it on goal. Mayo plays it to the corner. Off the skate of Ring. Not out. And that's Travers. No icing as it's picked up by Mark Brown, the senior forward. Ryan Brand with a big check and players slow to get up. And that looks to be Nick Madrid, number 37 in the blue. Good to see him get up under his own power. He and Brand shake hands a little bit and face off outside the zone. Coach Russo puts out the line of Petrick, Gaudio, and Tebow. Fourth unit for Guilford. Again, Petrick did a nice job filling in when he needed to in that second unit last game against North Haven. The Indians have had that happen a couple of times this year. So while I mentioned this is about the quarter point of their season, only in 3 of those games have they really been at full strength because in the opener, James Mackey was out with the flu, forcing Cafaro to have to play up, just as he did last game because Matt Horton was out with the 1-game ejection. Minute 25 to go, second period. Nice pass out in front, comes to the point, shot blocked, and here's Gaudio. Gaudio with an offensive chance by himself. He'll dump it deep. Sperry and company changing up, coming onto the ice. Nice look across for Kevin Haley. Under a minute to go. Salkins backhands it in. Travers. Here's Moore. Off the boards. And that's going to go for icing against Guilford with 35 seconds to play in the second period. Malloy. Yarmouth controlled the draw for a moment, but it's skated out by Ryan Moore. Moore, left wing side. Salkins in front. 20 seconds to go. Leaving it behind the net for Salkins. Can the Indians get a last shot here? Zach Cataruza is going to try and get that off under 10 seconds to go. Salkins stick tied up. Moore, got to put it on goal. He does, and a pad save, and the whistle as time expires. A sneaky shot there by Ryan Moore. The backhand is the hardest shot to judge and to stop. But goaltender was able to on that one, and he keeps it a 2-goal deficit after 2 periods of play. Guilford 3, Yarmouth 1. Welcome back for the start of third period action. The Indians held a 7-5 shot advantage in period number 2. They've outshot Yarmouth 22-7 through 2 periods of play. Yet they only hold a 3-1 lead, the dreaded 2-goal lead. In hockey, not the most comfortable. Here's James Mackey. He'll take the shot. It's gloved by Red DeSmith. Mackey wins the draw to Horton. Now that's taken away by the Clippers. Is number 17, Connor Laney. Madrid in deep for Yarmouth. Glove down by Ryan Moore. 2-on-1 with Horton. Moore over to Horton, just out of his reach. Horton gets it to Moore. Moore will take the shot from the bad angle, and Horton with the rebound put it wide. Ring tried to play it back to the defenseman Cataruza. It manages to find its way back. Played back low to Ring. Moore breaking up the middle. Donahue there as well. Moore scores! It was knocked away initially by Odie DeSmith, but Ryan Moore came in and put it home. And he makes it 4-1 with 13:53 to go in the period. Mike Ring with the assist. Zach Cataruza as well. They give the other assist to Donahue. I think that was Cataruza at the point. It did not hit Donahue in front. It hit the Odie DeSmith, the defenseman, who went right to Ryan Moore, at least from our vantage point. Centering pass, broke it up by Will Dacey, who has a goal and an assist on the night for himself. Dacey on the backhand, going to the front of the net again, and Smith with the save. Will Dacey turning it up. Cafaro, Donahue, and Baddock. Cafaro won it in the skates of Donahue. Now it's picked up by Nujar, number 20, in the blue and white, and a nice hit over there by Dacey. Donahue reaches the line. Indians offsides as it's flipped on goal. Charlie Molloy, centerman for Guilford on this one. He, Salkins, and Sperry out now. Molloy again to the right of the goaltender to Smith. That hit Molloy. The clearing attempt, and then he put the shot wide. Salkins with it. Sperry in front, trying to get it to him. Sperry. Down low to Tyler Salkins. That's Dacey. Salkins in front. Dacey. Powell also breaking in. Excuse me, Brand. Molloy. And he's doing a better job of puck possession here thus far in the third. Here's Dacey. Will circles to the middle, takes the shot through screen. Tyler Salkins in front, setting the screen, and Red DeSmith with the save. Yarmouth can't control the draw. Matt Horton will get there first. Horton, a blind pass. Now it's a foot race. Ryan Moore will get there. Pass comes back to him from Cataruzza. Moore cuts around one man. Moore to the middle, takes the shot blocked. Cataruzza will step up. No one covering for him at the point. Could create an odd man situation. Indians fortunate it didn't happen as Mackey got it back behind the Yarmouth net. Cataruzza. Horton down into the corner. Off the glass, off the glove. James Mackey holds on to it. Leaves it for Ryan Moore. He'll take the wrister. Rebound is there. And DeSmith the stop. Horton battling and forcing his way to the front of the net. 10:55 to go, third period. Dean Cornelio, Jeff Horton with you here from Ingalls Rink at Yale. That shot by Ryan Moore through screen. I don't think it ever reached Red DeSmith. Donahue looks, intended for Baddock. Cataruzza was up in the slot area, nobody covering that point, so the puck came all the way back. Ryan Moore. For Cafaro, knocked off his stick, and then Moore drops Nick Madrid. And we get the whistle. And a hooking penalty coming up. So Sam Ruda for Yarmouth in the box for hooking. Indians on the power play. Just over 10 minutes to go in the third. Leading 4-1. Trying to put this one away. Cataruzza, right point drive. Baddock, the return from Cafaro. Up top, Ryan Moore. Makes a move around one man, and in the middle, glove save by Red DeSmith. Cafaro gets it over to Baddock. Moore able to keep it in. That's Madrid. And he sends the Indians back. Minute 15 left of power play time. Ryan Moore. That's Cafaro. Cafaro leaving it for Baddock. Left along the boards and out of the zone Kevin Haley from Mark Brown with the clear. Moore. Soft pass. And that was intercepted. Tipped and kept deep. Catarusa. Zach will carry all the way into the Yarmouth zone. In the middle again, the backhander over the net, Donahue. 35 seconds left of power play time. Evan Powell breaking in the far side. Donahue shot stopped in the breadbasket by DeSmith. Backhander and cleared by Mark Brown. Final 20 seconds ticking off. The penalty to Sam Ruda. And that's a delayed offsides. Cleared to center. Donahue in the Yarmouth zone. Ruda's out of the box. Mayo had to play that one. Evan Powell, 8 minutes to go, third period. Guilford 4, Yarmouth 1. Hit there by Watson holding up Zach Catarusa. And offsides against the Clippers. Tripped up one of the Yarmouth players. Newjar. Flipped into the corner. Malloy, as the Yarmouth player takes a spill. Here's Evan Powell. He winds and fires. Rebound is there. Sulkins right. And back to Powell, and he shoots. Hit a Yarmouth skate. That shot, stick save by DeSmith. It's a shooting gallery in the Yarmouth zone. Here's Sperry. Looking for Malloy. Powell. Ryan Brand fanned on that shot. Sulkins looking for Malloy. And it gets past Evan Powell. Here's Sperry. On goal between the hash marks. There's a nice look and springing a player on the break the other way. And the save by Mayo. Good stop there. Kevin Haley with the chance. That's the guy they want to take the shots, does Yarmouth. And it was a great pass by the defense. I believe Brian Travers found him, 14. Who's still out there now. It was a good look. Mayo equal to the task. Here's another opportunity, trying to go high on Mayo. Missed the net. Yarmouth will have to regain the line as they were offsides. Off the boards, and that's going to go right on goal, negating the icing, and DeSmith will cover with Gaudio looking for a rebound. Jack Petrick wins it back to Moore, and he put it over the net. Ryan has one of the goals. Indians with 4 separate goal scorers tonight. Cafaro, Dacey, Ring, and Moore. High off the glass to Moore. Moore shoots, and he was looking stick side high. Picks it off again, does Ryan. And that backhander somehow almost snuck through again. He did it late in the second period. And that one, the goaltender, DeSmith, able to get a pad on it. Catarusa. Catarusa shoots, glove save to Smith. Under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Mackey won it to Ring, back to Brand. And a big stop by DeSmith. Look out, loose puck. Mackey put it wide. James bidding for his first this season. Takes another shot at it. Didn't get much on it. Ring trying to stuff it home. And he could not, and then he's knocked over by Walter Conrad. Well, the clock didn't move on that one. And it still isn't moving. 4:55 to go as it stays. And now I think the official finally saw it, perhaps. And this time they get it right. The third time's the charm for the clock master down there in the penalty box. So, quick pace to this one anyway. Gave him a few extra seconds. Matt Horton after it. No icing. They negate it right at the last second. He leaves it for Mackey. Horton trying to stuff it in that short side and read to Smith. Again, held the post, had the answer, no rebound. Cafaro gets back to Ryan Brand. Donahue, see a check coming. Wasn't able to finish that one. Donahue has Baddock. Couldn't get the puck to him. Donahue, nice little backhand flip. Here's Cafaro. Turns to his backhand side and leaves it for Brand. Brand, Donahue covering the point smartly. Dacey. And it played back, nobody there. Baddock wanted Dacey, but Dacey had come up to keep the puck in. Off the glass. That's Odie DeSmith. Under 3.5 to go. And Baddock the opportunity right in front that DeSmith stops. Derek Baddock with a golden opportunity. Brand knocks the puck away, but goes to a Yarmouth player. Nice move. Couldn't get the shot off. That was Max Watson. That one goes wide. Brian Travers. And Watson again will try. In front, the one-timer right on. Mayo the stop. Left point, winding, shooting one. Travers and Yarmouth putting a little pressure on here. Penalty coming up there to Travers as he interfered with Carson Sperry. They call it a trip. Nonetheless, it's 2 minutes in the box. So the penalty to Travers on the trip. Indians back in the power play. Moore, Ring shoots, he scores! Mackey, a great setup in front of the screen. You can't deny that. The goal will go to Ring, the assist from Moore. Mackey really should get one too, because there's no way the goaltender saw that. 5-1 Indians with 2:39 to go. Ring has a 2-goal game for himself. And we've talked about it throughout the season a little bit here. One of our recurring themes is the improvement of Mike Ring from last year to this, and he continues to show it. Some big shoes to fill when his brother Billy graduated last year and is now off in Maine playing lacrosse. Good to see him and a number of other guys back here today, but Mikey had to step up on the first unit, and he's done so. Sent in on to Smith, and the whistle with 1:59 to play. Petrick, Gaudio, and Tebow out there for the Indians. Tebow in front for Gaudio. Couldn't get a good shot off. Petrick battling in there as well. And Petrick, he thought his teammates were offside, and the official actually waved it off, so he could have kept going. Powell sent the pass over. Brand wanted a check. Missed it. Tebow for Powell. Bouncing puck. That's Brand. Ryan, couple of nice moves. Probably give his coach some gray hairs, though, as he tries to carry it through center ice like that in front of his own net. A minute to go in the third. High off the glass. And icing against the Clippers. 49.9 seconds left in this one from Yale University, Ingles Rink. Another shot. Indians have dominated shots in this period again, just like they did in the first. They had a little lull in that second period, primarily due to a couple of penalties. Saw themselves shorthanded. Now it's gone the other way with Yarmouth taking a few themselves in this one. Brandon Mayo to stop there. Final 30 seconds. This is our final broadcast of 2012. Big hit there. Derek Paddock bringing a rise out of the crowd, out of the Indian faithful who made it here to New Haven today. That's what they were waiting for. And they got it. Granted, it was only in the last minute of the game, but they'll take it. Donahue, final seconds ticking off. And that will do it in this one. The Guilford Indians successful by a 5-1 count. 2 goals from Mike Ring. A goal and an assist for Will Dacey. And goals by Chris Cafaro and Ryan Moore. Moore also had a helper as well. He had a goal and an assist in this one. So Indians add 2 in the third period for the final count of 5-1. Again, just 2 shots for Yarmouth. They give the Indians 20 for a total 42-9, it looks like, shots on goal, and it was a pretty dominant performance. Yarmouth again without a couple key players. Their lone goal came from Max Watson on a shot from just inside the line in the second period. Guilford improves to 2-2-1. They'll take the win into the new year as they will next face off against the Tigers of Hand. Yarmouth skates out of here, out of Connecticut, without their first win of the season. They'll be looking to get that when they return to Maine. They drop to 0-5-2. So that's going to wrap it up from here. From Yale University, Ingles Rink. Once again, tonight's final. Guilford Indians 5, Yarmouth Clippers 1. For Jeff Horton, I am Dean Cornelio. Good night, everybody, from New Haven.